Hey Geek family, we're back. This time we've got our review for 3 Idiots. And I'm Nathan.
I'm Rachel.
Troy.
Jordan.
We just got done watching it, what'd you say, about 10 minutes ago, maybe? Roughly 10 minutes?
Oh my god,
What is it?
Gray hair.
It's a gray hair.
White hair.
Oh, it's fine. You're like yanking all my hair. Sorry, stop. It's starting to get late.
So get late?
Yeah, we just finished it up.
What is wrong with you?
I'm trying not to die. Sorry.
And I'll just say real quick, from my standpoint, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Same.
But we are actually going to hit up Trinity first. Trinity, what'd you think? So give us your thoughts.
Got stuck.
What's funny?
I enjoyed it. I did enjoy the first hour that I saw. I did fall asleep because I was laying down on the couch watching it, and they know that I'd be falling asleep when it gets dark. And when we watch
Then don't lay
movies,
down.
And I could not help myself, so I fell asleep. Yes, I did. But
What's the main character's name?
but I did like it the first hour that I saw.
What's the main character's name?
What's Amir Khan's name? His character. Main guy.
Hang on. I don't remember.
Not the full name, just the
What's like his name? Like, yeah, like
Just any version of his name.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I'm just honest with you.
his friends?
I know his friends because he wrote them on the board. Crap. His one friend's really skinny, has big ears, and his dad's paralyzed.
Alright, what about his girl? The girlfriend that he ends up with.
What do they call the principal?
Don't think I made it there.
Yeah. Prince,
I think I made it
the
there.
director, or the basically the dean type
Yeah.
of the
Who murdered
ICE
people?
facility.
Yeah.
What about him?
What's his
What was
name?
his
name?
name?
What
They
they
said
call
his
him?
name.
What do they call him? His nickname.
They said his name so many times I couldn't understand what they were saying.
What?
Alright.
Okay.
There was subtitles.
Hang on. What was the last thing you remember? What's the last thing you remember?
Like, vividly, the last thing I woke up to.
What?
What's the last thing you remember about the movie?
So the movie was 2 hours and 43 minutes. You saw about an hour of it?
An hour altogether, probably.
It's not even half the movie.
Oh my
I
god!
don't really remember.
Okay, out of the hour you saw, what was your favorite part? What did you like about it?
What was the worst part of your experience?
Yeah,
The worst part was seeing that guy hang himself.
Man.
I was very sad.
So
You
that
didn't-
was very early on.
So like not even when Roger killed himself? One
He
of his
didn't.
friends?
Roger, you didn't kill
Oh
him.
my gosh,
Nathan, you
Dad!
walked into that!
You're so retarded.
No! Trey didn't get there, so she doesn't know that he tried to kill himself and then
It doesn't matter. She still
survived.
saw the end of the movie. Saw him there.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, dude, I saw when they was all kissing and rain and stuff.
Yeah,
And
but
he had a
see,
baby.
knowing her, she would've got it all
That
mixed
was all
up.
after that.
She
No,
would've got
sorry.
it all mixed up
That
and then
wasn't
thought he
right.
actually killed
No,
himself. But
no.
no, you gotta
Alright,
mix it all up.
Just as like a lot of the movies we watch here at home with Trinity, she falls asleep very quickly and easily.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I fall asleep every single movie.
I tried waking her up several times.
Nathan yelled at her.
And
the dogs were jumping on
I'm pretty
her.
sure you wake me up quietly so you didn't embarrass me. So.
and I'll
So-
say it's not just Indian movies. It's all movies we
It's
watch
every
at
movie
home.
on the
She
planet.
falls asleep.
So
none of
next
that.
time,
You fart on Trinity.
no, just don't lay
That's your
down.
wake-up
Just
call.
sit up.
is we put an old paper towel tube up to Troy's butt,
What?
right up to Trinity's nose, and Troy blasts one.
Why not? Why not
That's
just
your
open?
wake-up.
Why not just
I
open
was
your
still
mouth?
Okay.
there. I was laying right up next to Jordan. He was so warm.
You know what? I'll
Hey,
jump in real quick.
weird.
This will all be spoilers and everything, but it's not really a movie per se. It's like one that you have to go into spoilers, but we'll kind of be all over the place. I really liked it when the movie started off. I'll just be honest. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it because it did seem like it seemed very slapstick humor, like with the sound effects, like when something's funny was supposed to happen and everything, and I'm not the biggest fan of that type of comedy, and so I was like, oh man, if it's gonna be like this whole time, I'm probably not gonna like it. But that wasn't that much of the movie, and as the movie went on, the story went on. I ended up liking it more and more. It's really, really good. They kept going from present time back to their university days, and then back and forth. They keep chopping up back and forth, which I'll say kind of took away from any sort of impact or surprise when Raju's character tried to commit suicide.
I have something to say about that.
Because we had already seen that he's in the present, so we know he's not dead. And so seeing him fall, try to kill himself, you're like, oh man, you see the way his body's laying with his leg broke.
Blood coming out of his face.
Blood coming out of his mouth. Rush into the hospital. You're like, oh my gosh, that looked bad, but I knew like, oh, it looks bad, but he's gonna make it through. And when they're trying to wake him up from the coma, I know, they're eventually gonna succeed because he's later in the movie. So,
well, the thing I say about that, it's they already knew that you knew he was gonna survive. They're just trying to show you that even the people who are most chipper on the outside can still be affected on the inside to the point where they will try to kill themselves.
yeah, and
Really?
I can see that too. That's good.
Good job.
That's definitely a good point. So,
Boom in your face!
Because like he was usually all chipper, but then when like the virus was, or I'm calling it virus, when virus was like you have to choose between your scholarship or Rentro's scholarship, and he couldn't decide because Rentro was his best friend, but he didn't want to. He had to provide for his family, so he just thought the best option was just to try to kill
that was
himself.
a harsh scene, and the virus character, the director of the school.
It's a serial killer.
We were kind of
Yes.
talking, before we started this video. We
We're all
actually talked.
trying
And we're like,
Yeah,
he
he's
may
serial
technically be a serial killer. He caused the death of his son.
Yeah.
He caused the death of the student earlier. Joy.
Okay, wait.
Almost caused the death of Raju, and he said he's been the director of the school for
Raju.
32 years.
Yeah.
32 years.
So
How
how
many
many
other
more kids
students
has he murdered?
Okay, wait. Now, wait.
I think we got a serial killer on our hands.
I want to say something.
Alright.
I have spoken to many students in India,
Mhm.
and it's, correct me if I'm wrong, they say that it's very, very competitive because everybody has to get high scores to get to where they want to go.
Right.
Now, I'm not in defense of the virus character
Mhm.
in any way, shape, or form. No, I'm not. Don't make me hit you.
Virus sympathizer on our hands.
I am not a virus sympathizer. Anyway.
We're gonna shave her head. We're gonna shave her head, folks.
Shave your mustache.
Anyway,
World War II people will understand that joke. Go ahead, sorry.
are you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. My thing is that
Yeah.
I think that from
Yeah.
talking to those kids over there, I think that system is too harsh.
And that's what I've gotten to from a lot of people from who
But
have.
the director of the school, so sorry Nathan,
You're fine,
the directors of the school are going by what they have to go by.
Yeah,
I'm not defending him in any way, shape, or form. I'm not defending anybody in any way, shape, or form.
You kind of.
The school system, the way that they want these kids to perform is what's ultimately causing these issues.
But look, what they are saying about virus
Is how
is his whole
he-
attitude
yeah.
and his way of getting somebody
That,
taught.
yes.
Yeah, but hold
Yeah.
that is interchangeable between teachers. Like you can have a really fun teacher in social studies next year or something. Say that teacher moves away and then the new teacher comes and that teacher is just horrible, doesn't want to
Yeah.
teach you right, just
You're
makes you read
right.
out the book.
Yeah.
So it depends on all the directors / teachers on how their students learn, and some students need a different type of teaching to learn something and actually, use it to perform in their later on life or job or career or whatever they're pursuing.
Right, that is
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That is very, very true. But I think that the issue not only lies with the teachers, but it lies with the system.
It all starts at the
Oh, and that's what Rancho, Amir Khan's character was also saying
Yes.
too, because he even said, "I'm not blaming you, I'm blaming the system," and the way it's drilled into him. And I did get that. We have talked to a lot of people, a lot of you over there in India, talking about the pressures of the school and the pressure you have on you, like from your families want you to go. And there was something else they played really well in the movie too. Was Farhan?
His parents.
Yeah, his dad wanted him to be an engineer. He wanted to be a photographer, and so he was going in and going to go into a field of work that he did not like, and he was going to be miserable in, but to make his dad happy. And he finally got up the courage to talk to his dad later on, and thankfully his dad ended up
Accepting
understanding and accepting. Yeah, and that was a really heartfelt scene.
Lots of
I
new
thought.
camera.
That was.
Yeah,
Yes!
had him a new laptop for the engineer, and he's like, can we take this back and get you a good
A
camera?
camera.
with this?
What does
That
it? What
was
did
a
he say?
very-
What does a professional camera cost
Yeah.
or something like that?
Yeah, that was a very
Okay, there's dog hair or
heartwarming-
something in this room. I'm sorry. I know I keep rubbing my nose, but there's something tickling it.
heartwarming scene. Yeah, it was. And that's one thing I liked about Amir Khan's character, Rancho. He was constantly telling people, like, you don't have to make, like we seen the first scene we watched for this movie, the what is a machine scene.
Yes.
And when we watching it here, rewatching it again in the movie, it's like, yeah, he's like you can make it fun. Like I just explained, like he said, I just explained it in a simpler form.
Yeah.
And he understood that's how it's a good way to teach. And when the virus took him into the engineering class and said, "Here, you teach us," and he put those 2 made up words on the board, and they were all like stressed out. And he's like, "See," he's like,
He even had the director looking
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
and he made a really good point. He's like, "I'm just telling you how to teach." He's like, "I'm not this. I'm just telling you that stuff."
I'm basically
and I
telling
like
you to do
that.
your job.
Yeah, basically. So, yeah, Troy.
It was a really, really good movie. It did have like a lot of good points as like, first off, don't let anyone tell you what you should do. Like if you're like, let's say you like computers, but your family wants you to become a doctor.
Yeah.
Like don't do something you don't want to do, because then you're just gonna be miserable your whole life because you don't want to do that line of work, but you're just so pressured into it.
Mm-hmm.
So just like do what you want to do, and it's like and like it really showed the amount of pressure students have on them in universities, because like over there, because like they have like you're saying, their parents, the school system, the teachers, and all that stuff, which then ultimately the pressure gets too much, and then they just kill themselves because they can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
That's
they don't wanna be a
heartbreaking
failure.
on so many levels, that someone thinks that the issues that they're having at that moment in time are just so horrible and so hard that the only way to fix it is to take themselves out of the equation, and that's sad, and it's heartbreaking.
and it's like how you say his name? Farhan? Is it just
Farhan.
something like that?
Farhan.
Because I'm pretty sure even he had suicidal thoughts, because I think it may have been Rancho,
yeah.
who told him to put that picture in his
Yeah, it
wallet,
was. Yeah.
Mhm.
because he was like, that way if you get a suicidal thought, you can look at it and you can feel like you know what they'll feel if they
Yeah.
find out you killed yourself.
Think about what kind of pain that would cause them. Yeah, absolutely. Jordan, your real quick thoughts?
Overall, I thought that was a really good movie. It was way better than I expected it. I thought it was gonna be like a comedy-filled movie
Yeah,
throughout
so
the
did
whole
I.
time. But with the flashbacks going back and forth, it kind of starts to die down fairly, and then they get out of college and like everything changes. Like
Yeah.
they're like not. I mean, they do joke one more time at the end of the movie, but that's because they.
It's the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, other than that, it was a really good movie. There was a lot of sudden turns in the movie, like things you didn't expect.
Yeah.
If we didn't see like the All Was Well song, we probably wouldn't have known about one of them.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah. Oh, Monica.
I didn't know about it.
Rachel
I
didn't.
didn't see
Yeah.
the song.
Rachel didn't know about it.
when Raju like tried to commit suicide, that was like shocking. Like, because at first I was like, "What is he doing?" And I was like, "Oh gosh!" And then you see the lamp come towards the TV, and then shoosh, you see him down on the ground
yeah.
bleeding. But then, like Nate said, you do know that he makes it, because he is, in the present tense. But overall, it was a really good movie.
Can I just say real quick what I thought was going to happen in that scene when he was going to jump out the window?
You thought
Because
the lamp was gonna catch
I
him?
didn't even
Yeah.
notice it was on his leg. I'm like, okay, he's going to jump out and something's going to get caught and he's just going to be hanging there.
Ugh.
And then they were going to have to pull him back up. And then I thought maybe it's something. That's because I'm like, well, they're really making sure they show you that cord is on his leg. So when he jumped, they ran over there. I was like, oh, he's going to be dangling there. And they looked over and like, nah, he fell all the way down. Yeah, he was all the way on the ground. I was like, oh, okay, wow. All right, sorry.
Yeah.
Did they ever explain
But-
why they needed to be in their underwear and inspect their butts?
Just like an
That was-
initiation
yeah.
type hazing type
But-
thing. Which that was funny watching Rancho deal with that. He just goes to the room and he makes up some electrical
Oh, yeah,
rod so the guy
and
pees on
pees
the
on it.
floor. It shocks him.
And that was epic
That
that,
was
the kids
good.
did it in the end to silence
They used the
her.
light bulb. They just used the light bulb on the socket and they busted it on the wall so he peed on it.
Yeah, and
But,
that guy, what was his name? Chatur?
Silencer.
Silencer.
But his
That's
nickname was
Billy.
Silencer.
He will always be known as Silencer.
He took those pills and he farted. He never knew he was farting.
But Rancho,
Yeah.
he did truly amazing work. Like towards the end of the movie, you do realize he goes to pursue his dream, like
Yeah.
actually teaching children actual engineering. Like has this whole school he's got set up where they're actual hands-on learning and everything. And then you also figure out he's one of the most wanted scientists.
Yeah, like
there,
400
he's wanted in
inventions
Japanese and
yeah.
everything, and he's a really smart guy.
Which is great.
Yeah, that was funny because you kind of knew something was up because Silencer kept saying how he couldn't wait to meet this guy. It took him a year, and so throughout the flashbacks of back in present time, he keeps talking about him, and they can't find Rancho and all this stuff, and you're like, all right, they keep mentioning this really well-known inventor guy. We don't know where Rancho's at. Silencer hasn't actually seen him or talked to him. It's like, all right, it's gonna be Rancho, and yeah, we weren't too surprised.
I was hoping
They weren't, I was.
Rancho's parents actually, because don't you know when they were doing when
Yeah.
the director was doing the whole money scheme of like how much Rancho's dads make versus the rest of his friends, and like his dad is making like a huge amount of money.
Yeah.
But you know, you never get to meet him or never hear about what his dad does or anything like that. So I was very curious about that.
Yeah, and like the plot twist when they were trying to find him and they go to his house, but it's like not even him. It was
Yeah.
like his.
Oh well, the
was it?
Rancho thing. I get they
like
would be
Oh, wait,
basing it
who
off
is
of
his
him.
dad?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
okay.
the. That's right.
Okay.
That's something we found out that's
Yeah.
not even his real name. Like, is
Wasn't his dad a doctor? Didn't it say doctor?
what are you talking about?
When they went to the funeral, didn't it say doctor in the subtitles? Or maybe I misread that?
But that would have been for the real Ranchos.
Right, for the real Rancho's father that passed away.
Yeah.
I'm talking about what was his real name? It said it.
Something Wang do.
Yeah, something
He was
like
the
that.
gardener. His
Yeah,
Yeah, he
dad
was the gardener because he was adopted
He
into
was
the
the
family.
gardener's kid.
But he was
And
like
then
super
when his
smart.
dad passed away, he stayed on with the
And he-
real Rancho.
Yeah,
and
he
then
took the Rancho name to go to school because I guess his son wasn't smart enough to do that. So he basically went to the university to get a degree for his son. So
That's why the picture
Yeah.
was all mucked up.
yeah, because you go see the graduation picture that they took, and you're like, wait, that's not Amir Khan. That's that guy right there. So it's kind of crazy.
And they made him look like a bad guy for the first because like they're like, who are you really? And he grabs the gun and loads it and like aims it
Yeah.
at him.
Oh yeah, you're
It's like, did he kill him and steal
Well,
his
you can't let
identity?
anybody find out because then he'll be a failure.
yeah, it'll be a failure and a cheat and all this other stuff.
That makes sense.
And you see Trinity, she can't be a part of any of this because
Because she doesn't know what's going on.
So listen to what we're saying. You'll get the movie, right?
Trinity, got a question. What did the baby like?
What?
What did the baby like? The baby responded to one
Yeah.
thing.
And the,
Being alive.
Oh my god.
remember when it was in her belly?
How did they bring the baby back to life?
They said a well
That's
actually,
a life.
Yeah, the baby.
the baby died when it was born.
Well, it wasn't
breathing.
responding yet. It wasn't breathing.
Smack his little butt.
No,
Well, they tried rubbing the back. That didn't work.
one more
But-
chance.
But then,
It was a famous saying throughout the movie.
All is well.
Yay!
Finally.
now, can I say, real quick, that was all of our real quick thoughts about it. We all really enjoyed it. Really good movie. I kind of want to get into that scene particular with the baby. I thought that was a little cheesy. That's what got the baby to respond. The leg comes up and kicks him. You're kind
Oh,
of
kicks him
I
in the
called
face.
it.
I saw
In the
that. I don't
face.
know how it went.
I thought that was like, they're like, he said it, and they're
I
like,
saw that.
say it, all is well. Then it does it again. I'm like, okay, that was pretty cheesy.
They're allowed to have a cheesy
I know.
saw
I'm just
that
saying
part.
that
I
was
saw that.
yeah, that was a little
And then
cheesy.
even when the guy was like telling him to finish his year of school and I guess follow his dreams, I was like, you're still being a jerk while saying it, man.
I just that's
crying.
just his character, and even though the virus's character, the director he did a good job making that character really unlikable for a long time. But then when Pia was talking to him about you're the reason why our brother, your son,
Dead.
killed himself, that whole scene was like you really could see the hurt in him. So I think as far as the acting job, did really good. And I thought that was still that scene still, even though he was kind of like an unlikable character, really made you feel bad for him at that moment because it was ingrained, and you could tell it had been ingrained in him his whole life. Like this is how it needs to be. They said how he was all set in his life. He had things a specific way he would do things, and that's just how he had always thought. And then it took his daughter to
Telling him the truth about his son.
And that he was a
committing suicide
murderer.
because of him.
to tell him.
Which he had already heard before.
Yeah,
from Amir Khan from
yeah.
Rancho.
Because after
But
Joey
after that,
killed
he
himself.
does turn around to be a better guy. When the baby's born, he's saying,
Yep.
do you want to be a footballer? Follow your dreams. Do
Yeah.
what makes you happy. Nice things. And then he goes
Absolutely.
and gets Rancho the astronaut pin.
That's right.
After he proves his theory wrong.
That's right, and that was cool. That was he's like, you don't always have to be right. You don't always have to be right, but he's right. Because I was thinking that too when at the very beginning of the movie. He's like, you know why they invented this and spent millions of dollars, and Rancho's like, why didn't they use a pencil? They could have saved millions of dollars. And I was thinking that too. But then at that part of the movie, he explained why. It's because the lead can break off,
Get in your
get in your eyes,
eye,
get into the instrument
electronics,
panels,
all that.
and so that's why they had to invent the pen. So. I have to say some of my favorite parts in that movie though was the scenes set in present time and watching them on their road trip to find Rancho again.
Oh, beautiful
Because
scenery.
the setting was amazingly beautiful.
Jordan?
They eventually end up at that Ladakh Lake, which I think we've also seen in an SRK video as well where he's on he's like camping.
tent?
Yeah, I think that's the same location, is it not?
I have no idea.
Possibly.
Absolutely gorgeous. I was trying to find the other areas with the
Al, is that the same spot?
the amazing pinewood forest and
She'll know.
everything.
Trust me.
Yeah, I absolutely loved that. Amir Khan's character was every moment he was on screen. I just absolutely loved it. He's great job. His character was likable from start to finish. Nothing about that character you did not.
And one thing that I really liked about his character, it wasn't that he didn't care about the way that the customs were.
Right.
It was just that he knew what would make things better. I'm not explaining it properly, but it's like he did, like with that little stunt that he did where he put those two fake words on and everybody was looking for the words.
Yeah.
And he was like, were you happy? Were you excited? Were you wanting to know? No, you went into a frenzy. He said,
Yeah.
all we do is we frenzy to get everything done and memorize things. And he's right.
Yeah, he did a good job explaining.
He is also not an idiot at all.
They use the word
no,
idiot
he's
a
the
lot.
smartest man
He's the smartest person in the school.
That was a pretty cool scene when they had all the names up there on the test score, and they're like, "Where's Rancho's?" Like, he's not even
Yeah,
on
that
there.
he failed.
And he's like, and you see Silencer freaking out, and they're like, "Why is he freaking out?"
He may
Like,
play second.
He plays second. Who plays
Oh
first?
my god,
Rancho.
I hate people like
Like,
that.
oh, what? Even that scene too, when he's sitting there getting ready to take the picture, he's even looking at the at Virus. He's like, "Why do I? Even now taking the picture, you're putting people in different systems and places instead of just having us randomly sit." I like that a lot. That was I'm trying to think. It had quite a few heartwarming scenes in the movie as well, as far as like tearjerker scenes. When he ended up taking Raju's dad to the hospital.
Oh my gosh.
And Raju shows up and is just bawling and telling him thank you for that, and Amir Khan's character is crying too, and just
Then
telling
you
him.
got the part about where Virus finds out his son actually committed suicide because of him.
Mhm.
I know Rachel was crying because of that.
And then they're trying to wake Raju up from his
His coma.
Yeah, like his coma.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Choking me.
Didn't he just have heart surgery? And now you're
I
choking
wasn't
him.
anywhere near his chest.
You were
I
choking
think I
him.
saw
I was
little
nowhere
bit.
near
No,
his
you
chest.
were choking
I
him.
messed with his hair.
And I saw the elbow go down. And
You were choking me.
Yeah. You
Was
were
I
choking
choking?
his
I'm
chest.
sorry.
It's too late now. I'm calling the police.
Okay.
Attempted murder.
And then the Pia character almost marrying the same jerk twice.
Oh my God!
Oh.
What was it with
When
that dude?
I didn't even realize that was the same guy's name the second time when they meet up.
Oh, I
with her.
did.
And when they showed it, I was like, that's the same guy?
And then he instantly proved to her that he was still the same because she said he changed. And then you find out where they spill
Mint sauce.
it was
Yeah,
like
mint
Rancho's
sauce on
favorite
his coat.
food on the coat, and then he yells at the price of his coat and everything. And
Yeah.
he has not changed one bit.
Yeah, I don't.
Sounds like
I don't
Nathan.
know.
This one time, Nathan dropped his hat outside. He's like, "No, my $2 hat."
$2.
No, I'm just kidding.
What? Good one, Jordan. You're the funniest man alive.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Ugh.
Yeah, get closer. Get
Jordan
closer.
Jordan
Get
definitely liked
closer.
the scenes when they showed their
closer.
underwear.
God,
Get-
I
get
found
closer.
that.
I'm
Hold
about
on.
to fall right
Hold on.
into Jordan.
Speaking of great question. Okay, does that really happen in college?
I mean,
More
Dad.
particular-
okay,
is
Dad-
that-
Has anybody-
Dad can vouch because he went to college.
I went to college.
And he said that happened. He said
What?
when he walked in, they were all in their underwear, twerking and everything, and Dad joined
Okay,
in.
now wait a minute.
Hang on.
In American or in U.S. universities,
Have I got a
9
story?
times out of 10,
That happens.
9 times out of 10, the only time a hazing happens, which is what that was, is when you join a
Sorority.
sorority or
A
fraternity.
senior citizens club.
I don't know what Jordan's asking. He does it all the time in the room.
All right.
Dancing around in his underwear.
To be frank with everybody, I did not go 4 years of college. I spent a semester in college. Realized college was not for me.
Yeah,
Keep
college
in mind, this was a Christian college I went to. All right, Pensacola Christian College down in Pensacola, Florida, Panhandle of Florida, right on the Gulf of Mexico. My roommates were all cool. It was me and 3 other. There's 2 bunk beds in there.
Did you all start twerking?
Really cool guys. No. There was, and oddly enough, I don't meet that many other Nathans. There was one of my roommates was named Nathan. There was a guy in there. He was not shy, and
I don't think I want to hear the rest of this.
it was. He's one of those dudes. We had one bathroom, all right, so one shower. So we would all be getting ready to go to class or whatever. He would be in the shower, he would come out of this. He would bust out of the bathroom, butt naked.
Okay, no.
And come running at you and going, "You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me?" Like all like really violent, like running at you nude. You're like, "Oh, you gotta get away."
You sound scarred from that.
It happened a lot, but it made you laugh at the same time. He's like, "You want a piece of me?" Because he would just come running out and he would start laughing after a few seconds. He'd go back in the bathroom. But I'm like, what? It was shocking to me because in a million years would I don't want people to see me naked. The fact that like these 2 or 3 other guys that you don't know that well, and it's just to come running out. There's a couple other things that he would do that was funny, but I'm not going to mention it.
Nothing
What?
like that happened at my college.
What?
I said I would do that.
She
you
probably
do that?
would.
Trinity says she come run. You want a piece of me? You want a piece
I
of
will
me?
make it funny.
Well, see, wait. How big was your room? How long did you have to think until you realized what was happening?
Why didn't you run?
It was probably because where the bathroom's at was by the door. So I couldn't run towards him to go towards the door.
Run around him. Break his
That's why you
ankle,
pull a
something.
that's why you pull a
He
football
might
move and
touch
break his
you or
ankle.
something might touch you.
Grab a pen and throw it at his face and then run.
Alright, enough about the crazy college days. It was
Never
pretty
gonna
fun.
look at you the same.
See, if I ever go to college, like I'd only go to college for the fun. That's it.
Now,
That sounds like fun.
What are you with that?
overall, what was do you guys have a favorite scene that you liked?
My favorite scene is when the guy got shocked being.
He got shocked twice.
Yeah. Which part? Which shot? Which shot?
Both of them.
My favorite scene.
Oh,
I don't really know.
Trini, out of the hour you saw, what was your favorite scene?
My favorite scene
All I can think about now is
Was
that
the all
college
is
thing.
well scene.
was when they
Please
got
move your
all
feet.
that.
It's me.
When they got all that food.
Oh, at the wedding when they're crashing that wedding. That's right. They were loading up their plates, and I told Trini, I was like, "Oh, that was like something Trini do, except for a plate full of chicken tikka masala." that was a funny scene too.
But I like that scene where she was scratching the husband and then rolling him.
Oh, I forgot about that. They went to go see Raju's parents, and the dad, yeah, he's paralyzed on the
And
bed.
she can't afford the X-Men cream, so the same stick she rolls off the dough with.
Oh, can we not
Same
talk
when
about
she
that?
scratches
It
his
made my
chest
eyes
with.
get
Please.
really
And
Please,
you see it, her
please,
rolling it with
please.
hair all
Oh,
in the
chest
dough.
hair.
la, 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 la,
And
la.
then instantly they see it and they're like, I don't want it anymore.
Yeah, you watch the reaction. Ah.
La, la, la,
Oh, and they
la.
ate some too. Imagine
Yeah.
the.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, can we please stop?
That was funny. That was a funny scene.
I'm gonna be sick. I hate all of you.
Man, it was I'm trying to think of what actually was my overall. My favorite scene may have actually been the very end when they were on that.
Yeah, I like that
I
scene.
like that scene.
When they
Just-
kick off running?
I like when they prank called him. Well, not really prank called
Oh,
him.
when they
called
prank-
him.
When they called him,
Yeah.
yeah.
the real, yeah, that was my favorite part. Because they're back to their old ways, laughing together.
Yep. Friends
Yeah.
back together.
You know what?
Oh,
You
and
know
you
what?
saw Millimeter.
Yeah,
the
Millimeter's
younger
grown
guy.
up.
Now he's a centimeter.
Yeah.
My favorite part, I'm gonna have to take it back. My favorite part is when they meet up with him finally and they both start slapping him.
Oh, they
Oh,
do.
they
They
beat
start
him up.
beating-
That was
Crap out of
awesome.
And then they kicked the crap out of him too.
Well, yeah. Then yeah, he's basically Pia's coming up to him and just like in his dream, and he says their noses is about to touch, but she just whack, she smacks him instead.
I know. I knew that was happening. I knew that was coming. Because she didn't look happy.
Oh, I was the one that said she didn't look happy.
But that is an absolutely. I'm sorry. That location is absolutely gorgeous. I want to go there, and if I do go there when we got there, can I camp out? Can we camp out there along the lake?
Yeah, you
let it-
have fun with that.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, just want to say we all thoroughly enjoyed the movie. Loved it. Thank you guys so much for suggesting that, and we'll have our next movie coming up soon, hopefully. So once again, thank you guys so much for all your love and support on the channel. You guys are awesome. Love y'all.
Bye.
Woo!
Bye, guys. Bye,
Gravy.
guys. Okay, can you not break my
Yeah.
antique chair?
Get him! You want a piece of me?
Poop on 'em.
Boom in your face.